Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Do me a favor, share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. According to CBS News, federal law enforcement agencies have increased surveillance on Persia-backed operative known to be residing in our land, the US. They're referring to sleeper cells. Amidst U.S. president consideration into possibly joining the war against Persia, the FBI director, Cash, has reportedly ordered increased efforts to monitor possible domestic sleepers linked to Hezbollah since the start last week of Holy Land strike campaign against Persia. Follow me with the code words here. So, the U.S. president is basically, he's not saying it, but the sleeping giant is on extreme high alert. We are on high alert. And they are preparing for worst case scenario, the sleepers waking up. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Guys, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you share it. This is very important. This is not good for the sleeping giant. It's absolutely not good. The commander-in-chief boost monitoring of possible Persia-backed sleepers in the U.S. as Donald Wade strike, sources say. All right. The U.S. commander-in-chief contemplating potential sleeping giant strike on Persia nuclear facility. Law enforcement officials have stepped up surveillance of Persia-backed operative in the U.S., multiple sources told the news. FBI director has increased efforts to monitor possible of these individuals, the sleepers, linked to Hezbollah, a sleeping giant designated foreign T organization backed by Iran. Since Holy Land Operation Rising Lion offensive began earlier this month, the sleeping giant officials said. Well, it started yesterday. Times Square, New York. You had some people out there, and just the tip of the iceberg. It's the tip of the iceberg. These sleepers are gonna wake up, and we want to give a big shout out to Joe. Joe, thank you, man. You left the doors open. You brought like 20 million in, and you brought like almost 1 million through, airplanes and stuff. Thank you so much, Joe. We really appreciate that. Our sleeping giant is no longer safe. Thank you so much. Enjoy your retirement. FBI Director Cash has increased efforts to monitor possible of these lawlessness linked to Hezbollah, a sleeping giant designated foreign T organization. So we're going to skip that. Both the White House and the FBI declined to comment. Okay. Guys, I'm going to talk more about this tonight in my live stream. The warning from Persia operative has worried current and former administration officials since Persia General Salami was out by Donald orders in January 2020. Late last year, federal prosecutor charged an operative of Persia Revolutionary Guard Corps and 2 of the sleeping giant-based people with plotting to surveil and take out critics of the Persian regime. Follow me with the code words here, guys. The Persian military operative allegedly told investigator he was pushed by unnamed Persian military officials to plan a strike against the Donald. We need to pray for Donald because you guys always, again, you guys know this. There's always, when you have a cabinet or administration or a group, there's always one backstabber. There's always one backstabber. You got to watch Donald cabinets. You never know. One of those individuals, you never know. We need to pray for Donald. You never know. I mean, look, again, when it comes to Jesus Christ and the disciple, Judas. And you saw what he did. Betrayed Jesus. So, I'm not saying Donald is Jesus. All I'm saying is when you have a group, all right, there's always one. There's always that one. All right, so again, there could be a sleeper in that group. You never know. For years, the sleeping giant law enforcement and intelligence officials have been concerned about Persia's ability to direct or inspire strike within the sleeping giant, a concern that has ramped up since Salami's takeout and FBI Department of Homeland Security and others have devoted significant resources to countering the warning. There are a range of potential targets, and in recent years, prosecutors have charged many with plotting to take out the you-know-who, the former National Security Advisor, Mr. You-know-who. So I'm skipping certain names here. And Persia, American journalists, both of whom are frequent critics of Persia Gov. Now, Mr. Bolton was granted Secret Service protection in 2021, but Donald revoked his protection this year. Don't worry, Bolton. All you got to do is shave that mustache and nobody's going to recognize you. But again, I have a sense of humor, but pray for him and his family. Donald is considering whether to strike Persia uranium enrichment facility at Fordow, joining the Holy Land weekly campaign against Persia nuclear and military targets. Now you have CBS News has previously reported that the Sleeping Giant press secretary Carolyn said Thursday that the Sleeping Giant leader will make a decision within the next 2 weeks, citing a substantial chance of negotiation that may or may not take place with Persia. So guys, what do you think about this? And I will talk more about this over my main channel, Grand Supreme News. We're going to go live. But sleepers are the real deal. For those of you that don't know what's a sleeper are basically actors, all right? And they live here, all right? So, again, sleepers could be like your neighbor, your friend. I mean, you think they're your friends, but once they get the green light from their master out in the Mideast, they're going to cause chaos and mayhem. It's just going to be like the Purge. So your neighbor going to end up being the true color come out. Put it like that. The true colors will come out. And people will be in shock. Alright, give me a second here. Let me go on X and see if we can find any more information. Oh, hold on. Someone said this. I want to read this really quick. Why do we allow Persia-backed operatives to be here? If they are known to be residing here, why has that been allowed? Seems like if you know they are Persian-backed and you know where they live, it should be very easy to send them home. I agree. Donald, you sending those that came in here illegally, but you got to work on the sleepers. You need to work on the sleeper, Donald. You need to work on those sleepers. Man, so it's like nowhere is safe nowadays. So yeah, everybody's talking about it now. Everyone's talking about it. Give me 1 second here, guys. What in the world is going on here? English translated statement earlier by the spokesman for the Holy Land Defense Force, who spoke about recent strike. Okay, that's a recent strike. And as well as this morning, Persia ballistic equipment against population centers in the Holy Land. I'm going to share that information if you guys want to check it out. My Twitter link will be in the description box. I want to bring some of this information up too, guys. We got some more updates. So it says here, breaking Sleeping Giant removes nearly all aircraft from Qatar base ahead of potential Persia strike. Alright, so we already know this, but these are updates. Alright, satellite images reveal dramatic shift at the Qatar Air Base from 40 military aircraft on June 5th to just 3 visible on June 19th. So there's only 3 left out of 40. Yikes. The move appears designed to protect the Sleeping Giant assist as Donald waits joining the Holy Land strike on Persia within 2 weeks. The U.S. Embassy Qatar official statement said, limited base access out of an abundance of caution, and in light of ongoing regional hostility, the withdrawal signals preparation for potential Persian retaliation against the Sleeping Giant regional forces. All right. And that's where we are right now, guys. We have a breaking news. It's going to be another breaking news here. You have Senator Frank. Breaking news, there is an active individual at the Oxford Valley Mall. Please avoid the area. This information is coming out right now, but you guys are getting this video like around 10:45 p.m. There's nothing I could do about it, guys. This platform only sends out 3 notifications, and they send it out at a certain time. Hopefully in the future someone will buy YouTube and make life easier for everyone, giving us unlimited notifications. But right now, they only give us 3 notifications. Okay, so this is basically it, guys. This is all the information so far. I will go live, and we're gonna talk more about the cells, the sleepers. All right, so there's a lot of information coming out. Once again, share the video. Please be safe out there and have no fear, for Christ is near. All right, so again, some of these former Sleeping Giant leaders should be held responsible for allowing these Looney Tunes to come into our Sleeping Giant. It's just not right. It's just not right. Now the Sleeping Giant is gonna have to sleep with one eye open and one eye closed because we had Looney Tunes in the spotlight that thought that they were all angels. And now, again, like I say, guys, they're sounding the alarm here. Big shout out to Joe. Thank you so much. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.